Listen up.
Hi, Lucy. Hi, Kel.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the podcast, episode 199. A very hello to Lucy.
Hello.
A very hello to Casey.
Oh, hello. I thought I wasn't on again.
I
love that
on.
she tapped her mic.
Yeah.
Tap, tap.
Is this
Tap,
thing
tap.
on?
Check one, check two, check one, check two.
Definitely on, but you know, you're right, Casey. As a producer of The Brekkie Show, you are aware that at this time of the year, the wheels are falling off Lucy and Kel. Especially Lucy, whose filter is completely gone.
It goes really, the last few days of the year, I'm just like, it's whatever it is. Whatever comes out of the old mouth hole is what I stand by.
If you heard the show in real time this morning, she was having shots at me, shots at the music.
Yeah.
Moving forward, it is a special day for us because we are onto our second last podcast of the year. Tomorrow will be episode 200 and we will celebrate the end of the year and Christmas and all that sort of stuff.
Yeah.
I will say today, though, is your 199th episode of Lucy and Kel and Casey, the podcast. Congratulations, guys. Who would have thought?
You're very welcome.
We have to get a skedaddle on, though, because in real life, Lucy, myself and Casey are off to the Christmas party, everybody.
The Christmas party!
And the biggest controversy of the morning is that Kel has not dressed up for the Christmas party, which is... Look, there's a lot of discussion around the office at the moment, according to Lucy, because Lucy, as you would expect, Lucy has come dressed to the nines.
Yeah.
I'm very lucky as a husband to have such a beautiful wife, and you have dressed summery and Christmassy, and you're ready to go, right, Les?
Yes, I'm ready to go. And we see people filing into the office here this morning. Cam Want, lovely business shirt on. Lots of people in business shirts.
You're
all the
very
girls are dressed up.
You were very impressed by all the boys, apparently, that have all worn shirts, except for me and my direct manager.
Yeah.
And I think if you are a fan of the actual radio station, Rob from Drive, we
Yeah.
can all assume Rob will be wearing his hoodie because that's his professional dress.
You are really hoping he does, aren't you? Because I feel like you won't feel so bad that you're in an Adidas tracksuit.
Listen here, I don't know where it says in the laws of office Christmas parties where you have to dress to the nines. I'm dressed quite reasonably, I would have thought. A white wind cheater and a pair of tracksuit pants. But they're really classy tracksuit pants.
I can't believe it either.
I can't believe it.
Can I
It's so
also
funny.
say?
Can't
Well, can I also
believe
say
it.
in my defence?
You look
and
so handsome when you're in suit pants and a suit, or even just tailored jeans. You look lovely.
what am I looking like now?
Like you're in track pants and you're off to a fancy winery. Great.
Are we going to a I didn't
Yes,
even know what we
and
were
you know
doing.
what?
I thought this. I thought it'll be lovely. End of year, lovely photo of the three of us. I thought great photo. You, me, and Casey. Winery in the background, and like a photo we can put on socials. Merry Christmas to all our followers.
Listen.
And I'm gonna look great. Casey's gonna look great, and you're gonna be there in track pants,
Listen.
ruining the Christmas photo. Then I thought, I wonder if I can AI the track pants out.
Yes.
This is how much I've thought about
Yes.
this morning.
Well, let me be very delicate here, but I, as a man, am going to say something about a delightful person that works for us. Her name is Casey. Now, I think you'll agree, Lucy. You're a big fan of Casey.
Yeah,
Quite obviously, a knockout.
Yeah.
Riley is definitely punching above his weight.
100%.
Love you,
But what I
Riley.
will say is one of the great things about Casey has the glam girl vibe,
Yeah.
but loves a hoodie and tracksuit
yeah.
pants.
Can I just stop you 1 second?
Yeah.
Yes, she's sitting here in a hoodie and jeans, mate.
Leggings.
She's got a beautiful dress. to
I
put
understand
on.
that, but the vibe is, oh, do I have to get out of my hoodie?
Nah,
Oh,
she
gosh.
likes frocking up.
I'm
Wow.
telling you, you'd rather be in your tracksuit pants, wouldn't
Do
you,
you want
Casey?
to go in that to make Kel feel better?
I think I
It's
should.
not about me.
I think you should.
It's
And
not
then
about.
you'll
listen,
look the best in the photo. But now
It's not about me. Take her out of this
Yeah,
for a second,
yeah.
Casey. Would you rather attend the Christmas party and
Oh,
what
no,
you're
like
wearing
this.
right? Yeah,
Yeah, in
exactly.
my leggings and
Thank
top,
you.
110%.
Thank you very much.
But now that I've seen Kel in that, our direct manager in his shirt
Yeah,
and just
our direct
normal
manager's
jeans,
in his hoodie.
if I see more people coming cash, I'm
Hoodies,
staying in
hoodies.
this.
Yeah.
Casey.
But now,
Casey, wear the hoodie. Come and sit
Match
with.
Kel.
Come and
Match
sit.
Kel.
Match Kel.
Match
Kel.
Kel. Match Kel.
Oh my
Come and sit in
God.
our corner with
All
Rob
right,
and MJ.
great.
One of the boys.
One of the boys. She's one of the boys.
But there are a lot of girls out there like that just
Yeah.
want to rock a hoodie. You would want to rock a hoodie most of the time, wouldn't you?
I love wearing my sassy matching Adidas outfits, but they've got to be sassy. I
Yeah.
bought a new one the other day. It's satin blue with silver glitter piping.
So what's
so
wrong-
great. But I want to wear it to a winery.
What's wrong with my Adidas outfits? Oh, there's a
I bought
big
'em-
size every
I
time she
bought
thinks
them-
about
I
me
bought
dressed in
them
my tracksuit
for
pants.
home or weekend attire. I didn't buy them for Christmas parties.
I thought you were actually going to choose what he wore for today. So I was actually
Sometimes.
excited.
Sometimes, but no. That,
I just assumed he'd put something nice on. What a silly
I
assumption.
have. This is as nice as Kel gets.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
Tens of thousands of VC students are getting their ATAR results this morning. It's today, guys. A record number. 65,586 students completed their VCE. The results have been online for the last 12 minutes.
Oh, well done, guys. Before you become famous streamers and influencers, you can get your VCE scores.
How wild in the last 12 minutes. Guys, remember, we say this all the time. Well done on all your work. Well done just for finishing. And a score doesn't define you. And also, if you don't get into what you want to get into, that's okay. There are so many pathways these days. It is just going to look a little bit different.
What is a
stress.
job these days? What is a career?
Look at Kel and I. I went through uni. I topped everything. And now Kel and I both have the same job. And Kel didn't finish school. So listen, what we're saying is, today doesn't define you. It's just another step on this journey of life. You're welcome.
Very Lion King.
Yeah, very circle of life, guys. It is nerve-wracking. Imagine that. But I know a lot of people, especially a lot of parents, are just proud their kids have gotten through and finished and done.
For sure.
I mean, your kids just finished junior school and now they're going into senior. And that felt like a milestone as well.
We did. We had a little bit of a ceremony last night where we bestowed a few little trinkets on them and congratulated them for getting through primary school.
Yes. We know that schooling is hard, and we know since post-COVID, we know that schooling has been really hard for some kids, really hard.
Well, if we're talking about being proud of our kids, and maybe that's a great discussion to have at this time of the year, are you proud of your kids this year? That's what my mum and dad will... Are we proud of Kel? Let's have a think about that.
I think, this is what I think. Can I just interrupt?
For sure.
I think that obviously all our kids are different, but I think being proud of your child, it doesn't mean that they have had to have 7 A+. If that's your kid, great. But maybe you're proud of your kid just because they got to school. Maybe they just got to school and they've been doing school refusal and they got to school. Maybe it's as simple as that and you go, I'm so proud they failed everything, but they got to school. That's fine. That's great, in fact.
I'll tell you one thing that I'm proud of, the twins at the moment, because, yes, we did celebrate that they were wrapping up primary school, but as Lucy alluded to, they're going from one primary school to a completely different secondary school. Yeah. And the problem with that is none of their friends are going with them. So they are going into a brand new secondary school experience with nobody. Yeah. They had an orientation day yesterday and they both went there and they both made a bunch of new friends.
Yeah.
On their own,
which
I'm very proud of.
Yeah.
Because it's not easy. I mean, look at me in relationships. I've got one.
Yeah.
My beautiful wife. Oh. And, my kids are just stuck with me. So they've got no choice. But making friends is hard to do.
You should be proud.
And I'm very proud that they both went out of their way. They weren't, because a lot of kids can sometimes, that can be very overwhelming. Yeah. But they got out there, they said hello, they tried to ask questions. My darling daughter found a group of other girls that are interested in the same things she's interested in.
Same books, yeah.
Maddie found a friend as well, so I'm really proud of them both.
That's good. That's really good. Talking about being proud of children, because that's what we're going to focus on this morning. Again, at all levels of being proud does not even matter what you're proud for, but I think we should really celebrate our kids and be proud of them because parents, life is a lot different and harder than when we were kids. And these guys are just doing it, and they're doing it the best they can. And I'm proud of all the kids listening right now, but... this is why I'm proud of my daughter specifically. It's like she is the greatest child ever born. So there's that.
I think people understand the energy that you have for your daughter.
No, but I'll say this is why I'm proud of my daughter. She is a captain next year. She goes into year 6 and she is the arts captain. She's a visual arts captain. And she wanted it and she's the most extraordinary artist. She's such a creative. She's an incredible singer, but she went for it and she had a great attitude about whether she got it or not. And I was the one like, oh, if she doesn't get it, is she going to fall apart? But she was just like, it's cool, Mum. But she came home and she got it. And I was so thrilled and I was really proud because she got presented at assembly and the captain from the previous year passes them a baton, an engraved baton. And then she came home with this baton, which I thought was lovely.
So sports?
Well, no, not sports. Oh. But I'm proud of her. And we had a big chat about what being a leader means. She had to meet with the principal. They had to sign a piece of paper saying, I promise to be a great leader.
This is everything you wished would have happened to you.
Everything I wished I had been. I wanted to be a captain and I didn't get it.
A special meeting with the principal?
I wanted a meeting with the principal. I wanted a baton. Lucy, you're the captain.
I guess I saw the principal.
I wanted to sign a piece of paper saying I'd have shiny black shoes because I'm a leader.
I guess I had special meetings with the principal as well, but they were a completely different thing.
You're right. When I came and told Kel, I was like, she's a captain. He's like, this is all you wanted for yourself. And I was like, yes, it is. That's what I'm proud about with my daughter.
Yeah, and I think you're right. It's absolutely like I love being a parent in the fact that you realise you don't have to be proud about achievements. You can just be proud of little things. Yeah. Just little things that your kids are getting up to.
Yeah, so why are you proud of your kids this year? What was it? Was it something simple? Was it something big? Was it something just like, you know what, they got their first job, or they had a great attitude, or
they finally got a haircut.
Yes, or they started showering. Or they made their bed once this year. That was a big achievement. Maybe that was it. Why are you proud? It's just a little text or a little phone call. We need to celebrate our kids. We probably don't tell our kids we're proud of them enough, just as a blanket rule. I think we can do more. So let's do it publicly. So Jeff says, last night I taught my younger son to change a bicycle tyre.
Lovely.
That's it, right?
Those sorts of life lesson stuff, when the kids start, getting the way of the world and how it all works, just those little things always makes you proud.
And then Jeff says this, our oldest son was dux of his primary school and dux each year of high school. In year 12, he took first year uni chemistry. He topped the cohort of 5,000 people.
5,000?
Nearly 3 years ago, he finished his PhD in theoretical physics, and he started a 2-year job in the US equivalent of the CSIRO. He's had his contract extended by 2 years and just had a substantial pay rise. Am I proud? Yes, a lot, says Jeff.
He's making a time machine or something. He's there.
Jeff.
He's working underground in America doing something spectacular. A Hadron Collider.
I feel like Jeff's going to be okay in later life. You're going to be looked after, because I think he's going to...
Jeff probably has a Secret Service security detail outside his house right now and he doesn't realise it.
That's so cool, Jeff. You should be proud about that. But again, this is about being proud of the small, the little, the big,
or
the
anything.
in-between.
It's your kids.
Literally. I said I'm proud our kids ate a meal I cooked the other day. Jess in King Lake West is on the phone. Hey, Jess.
Hey, how are you?
Good. You're proud of your daughter.
Yeah, I'm just proud of my daughter. She got an apprenticeship in refrigeration and air conditioning, which is a very male-dominated industry. So she went for it and got it.
Well done.
Is she
to your
loving
daughter,
it?
Jess.
Absolutely loving it. She's been doing it for about 6 months and, really enjoying it.
So once she gets out of the apprenticeship phase, she's going to make, as the kids like to say, bank.
Bank, yeah.
She is going to make
Again,
a ton.
Jess, you'll be looked after in your older age. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. Which is what it's all about, right?
Yeah.
Parents?
As long as one of your kids looks after you when you're older. Jess, that's fantastic work. And it's
So
not
good.
easy.
I love it.
Very male-dominated areas of the world, and women are just punching above their weight and showing the girls how it's done.
Iconic.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
It's the final week of Brekkie. It is the second last show. We've been touching base with a lot of the people who have contributed to the show over the year. And one of our favourites is this gentleman. He is an ex-journo. He is a social commentator. He's an ex-pastor. He also heads up YouVersion, the Bible app in Australia, which just ticked over 1 billion downloads, which is extraordinary. But he's a good friend to the station. It's Aussie Dave, also known as Dave Adamson. Good morning, Dave.
Good morning, guys. How are you?
We are excited because obviously Christmas is just around the corner, which is why I thought we'd touch base with you, because you always have a view on these times of the year with a view like I've never known before. And I have a feeling you're going to be able to talk into Christmas better than anybody else I know.
We all think we know the story, right? We all think we've got all the details down pat, but if you actually read what the Bible says, there's so much that we miss. Have you ever noticed that?
Yeah, of course. And there's bits we get wrong and bits we make up, and things like all the little bits like he actually wasn't born in December, and then other little things. I remember watching something once about the stable going, was it really like that, or was a stable another word for what it was?
Lucy found a statue of Santa wishing Jesus a very happy birthday the other day.
Yes, I found a Jesus and Santa statue.
And I'm not sure if Santa was there.
I know. I know. I saw that on your Insta. That was very funny. For me, one of the ones that stands out, one of those logistical things I think we miss is even just the wise men. We all say there were 3 wise men, but the Bible never actually says there were 3 wise men. It says there were 3 gifts. Now, we can assume it was plural, so there was at least 2. But if you have a look at historically at the Magi, they actually traveled in a caravan of about 20 people. Now, they would always travel in a large group because they were carrying expensive things like gold, frankincense, and myrrh. But we all think it's just 3 of them, but there was actually probably as many as up to 20, you could argue.
The more you do spend time with the Christmas story, you see that there are so many different layers. There's different characters. Yeah. Mary's going through something. Joseph's going through something. The entire region is going through stuff. And I know a lot of the a lot of the time we focus on the birth and the fact that Jesus has arrived. Just the way in which he comes into the world, the King of Kings, the key to our salvation. It's a fascinating story that you could be picking apart for the entire year.
Well, what else have we missed in the story, Dave?
Well, there's a whole bunch of Jewish cultural things that we miss as well. For example, you guys, where was Jesus born?
In Bethlehem.
In Bethlehem. But what we miss is Bethlehem is actually a Hebrew word made up of two Hebrew words, bet and lehem, which means house, bet, and lehem, which is bread. So the house of bread. So, in Aussie vernacular, we would say that Jesus was born in a bakery, which is interesting considering he went on to call himself the bread of life, right? The bread of life, born in a bakery. Also, another thing, archaeology has shown us that mangers, the thing that Jesus was placed in, which we think is this wooden contraption with crossed legs and filled with hay, it was actually made of stone and was used as a watering trough. Now, why is that interesting? Because Jesus would later go on to refer to himself as the living water. So the living water placed in a watering trough, the bread of life born in a bakery. The story is so much deeper when we just take a more than a cursory look at what the details are.
Is it a bad thing or a wrong thing that the Christmas story has kind of become slightly incorrect in some of these? Is it wrong that we have three men on our little nativity on our mantelpiece?
Well, I wouldn't say it was wrong. I love Christmas. Christmas is my absolute favorite time of the year, and I love all the traditions associated with it. I just think that when we sanitize the nativity scene, we take away the impact of that story. And I think we do a big job in sanitizing it. We make, everybody's got golden halos and Jesus is surrounded by a group of people and friendly animals and a warm glow that's coming in through over the hay. And we sanitize this story, which was actually quite messy, quite chaotic. I once heard that the nativity was 99% chaos, 1% hope, but without the chaos, we would miss the hope. I've actually been to Bethlehem and I've been around shepherds a lot in that part of the world, and I've been where they keep their sheep. And I can tell you, Lucy, you're right, it is a cave. And that cave has got, centuries of cow manure and sheep manure on the floor. It's got bird droppings all over the wall. I remember walking into one of these caves one time and the stench just almost made me gag. Yet what it does for me, experiencing that, it makes me remember that Jesus willingly stepped down into that mess as he steps into our mess every single day, right? Emmanuel, God with us in our mess. And that's where I think the hope of Christmas comes from. There are hundreds of thousands of times throughout history where a baby became a king. But there's only one time when a king became a baby. That's the hope of Christmas.
I love that.
That's why we love having Dave with us, because again, at this time of the year, and we've acknowledged just earlier in the week, Dave, there are a lot of people that might be listening to The Light. Maybe they haven't been to church for quite some time. And we know at Christmas time, Easter and Christmas are the two biggest moments where a lot of people will be like, you know what, I might get back to church and see what's going on. So I think out of the Christmas story, as you said, because the Christmas story can be told via kids' TV shows or on a Christmas card or just in what we say the Christmas story is all about, what would you say to people that may be coming back to church for Christmas for their one time of the year? What can they take away from the Christmas story?
Yeah, I think the thing that anybody can take away, no matter where you're at on your own faith journey, is that idea that Jesus was called Emmanuel, which in Hebrew means God with us. God is with us. And even as an adult, Jesus, when he's surrounded by his disciples, they said, hey, Jesus, can you teach us how to pray? And even then he said, pray this. And part of that prayer was, your kingdom come on earth as it is in heaven. God, come with us. I think so often what we miss in the Christmas story, it's all about God coming to us. And our responsibility as people of faith is to make sure that we're bringing God's kingdom to earth now. Too often we focus on what will happen when we die. I think our responsibility is not to get people to heaven, it's to get heaven to people. So what can we do right now? You guys are a great example of this. I've been listening to the stuff you've been doing around Christmas and giving away so much great stuff to all of your listeners, like that beautiful story of the mum and daughter earlier in the week had me crying. And I thought, oh my gosh, this is heaven coming to earth right now. This is literally what Christmas is all about. What if each one of us, what if everybody who's listening to this radio station right now, what if just for one day they decided, I'm going to be an example, I'm going to bring heaven to earth to the people who are around me? What if it just started with you? What if it just started in your family? That's where the hope of Christmas lies. That's where the message of Christmas sits for me.
Oh, so good. Heaven came to earth in the form of baby Jesus at Christmas. We can be that. We can be heaven on earth for people in need and to ourselves as well. We can be a little bit kinder to ourselves as well. Hey, Aussie Dave, you are always a joy to talk to and make us think about things so differently, which I love. I feel like our brains all grow a little bit more when we talk to Aussie Dave. Hey, have the best Christmas, and we will catch up with you in the new year.
Looking forward to it. Have a great Christmas, guys. Cheers.
The Lucy and Kel podcast. You're going to love this next bit. Oh, spoiler alert.
It's beginning to look a lot like Christmas.
And this morning, as we draw ever closer, less than 2 weeks away from the big Christmas dance, Lucy would like to focus on maybe a member of the family that you haven't thought about for this Christmas.
Yeah, the furry, four-legged. I was going to say maybe they have. Do they ever have any more? Are there any animals that have more than 4 legs?
Do you actually want to have a think about that question that you're asking me this morning and maybe not ask that question?
No, but people might have like a pet that has 6 legs, like some sort of, like a maybe.
Look, there is a possibility, and we've seen this before, where cats and dogs have suffered some sort of injury or have been born with minus a leg or two.
Yeah.
I don't think I've seen too many dogs with 6 legs.
Maybe there is. We don't know. There might be one.
Did you get enough sleep last night?
I did not. I'm really at the end of my. I mean, end of year, Lucy, is where
you've got.
On
the last little line of the battery?
No, I was thinking about hermit crabs and things. I was thinking about those kind of pets. Pets with lots of legs.
Okay.
Hermit crabs would have more than 4 legs.
I believe
anyway.
If I was to have a shot in the dark about a hermit crab, which I didn't think I'd be talking
8,
about this
you'd
morning.
think?
No, I'd say 3 on one side.
6.
3 on the other side and 2 pincers.
Legs.
Don't
They have
Google
10
it.
legs.
Okay.
Listen, I digress. I'm talking about
Certainly
pets.
do.
I'm talking about pets. I'm talking about pets in Christmas because we have pets, and my daughter was checking out their stockings the other day. She was checking out their stockings. I did buy the special dog stockings. You know, like you can buy the letter stockings. So there's an L, there's a K, there's all the kids' stockings. There is a stocking with a big paw print on it, which just represents the dogs.
So we don't get confused.
Yeah. Charlotte feels the stockings because there's a couple of things in a couple of stockings. Nothing in the kids because can't be trusted. But she did wiggle my stocking. She's like, oh, what's in here? And I was like, oh, Maltesers.
Oh, that's the other thing. Lucy preloads her own stocking. She knows that
someone's got to do it.
I'm going to put stuff in there, but she's like, he won't do this, so I'm going to preload. I think it's great. I said, there's already stuff in your own stocking. You're like, of course there is.
Yeah, because women know,
if
right?
you can't love yourself,
right?
How are you going to love each other?
Also, there's something in Kel's stocking.
Which I didn't know about.
But there's nothing in the dog stocking. And my daughter's like, well, there's nothing in the dog stocking. And I was like, there isn't. No, there isn't. Not yet. And then I realised I've done all the Christmas shopping. It's all done. It's all wrapped up ages ago. All done. But I haven't bought the dogs any presents. And I've got a stocking for them. So I can't just have an empty stocking. I have to buy the dogs presents.
I saw one of our dogs eat a whole fly the other day,
Merry
so
Christmas.
I don't know if they're that worried about Christmas.
Of course not.
I don't know if the dogs are that concerned.
Yeah, but I am a dog lover.
Right.
So it's
Me
not
too.
about the dogs, it's about me.
Right. It's about how you feel giving a present to the dogs.
And yes.
Right.
And also that moment where we hold it open to them. And some dogs I've seen on TikTok.
Oh, I love it.
And one of my past dogs, Jazzy, if you're a long-time listener, you remember Jazzy was my dog for a very long time through the show, over a decade. She died at a very old age of like 18. But Jazzy, a lot of listeners still remember Jazzy because there was a lot of Jazzy content, little white Bichon Frise. Jazz knew how to open presents. So if you gave her a wrapped present, Jazz knew how to open it. She would rip it with her paws and she would open presents. It was amazing to watch. She was a clever dog. Our 2 we've got now have brains the size of walnuts. They're not clever. If you gave them a wrapped present, they wouldn't know what to do with it. They'd just blink and stare at it because they're beautiful, but they're stupid. But I want to know this morning, I think that people are buying presents for their dogs, but I'm not sure what people are buying. As a new leash, is that a bit boring for a dog, or do I buy them like...
One of our dogs would like that.
One of our dogs would love a new
leash. One of our
leash.
dogs goes nuts for walkies. The other one hides under the bed.
Yeah. Is it food? Do I buy food for the dogs? Do you buy them a new bed? What do you buy your pets? What do you buy cats? Do you buy them a new scratching pole? Do you buy them anything at all? Do you buy your pets anything for Christmas is the question. Beautiful Elizabeth says, good morning, Lucy and Kel. I just bought my cats a couple of mice toys to chase around, and I got my grand puppies some dog biscuit treats.
Oh, that's really... Obviously, people do this. I didn't realise if your kids have pets...
Well, Elizabeth
you become grandpuppy parents.
Well, that's it. She goes on to say the grandpuppies used to live here until my kids moved out and took them with them. So she's connected to them.
That's very cute.
That's really nice. The lovely Karen. She goes, oh, Lucy, you know us. Karen is the mother of Ruby, the Hungarian Vizsla.
Yes, we've
that I
seen
talk
lots of
about. Yep.
photos.
She goes, Ruby is all set. Her stocking is all full. And then she sent me photos. Now, let me just describe this. She's got a real fireplace mantle, so Santa can really visit. She's got 5 stunning beautiful white stockings, all with names on them. And then at the very end, there's a special doggy stocking with a big paw print. And can I say this other thing? All 5 of those stockings are empty, and the dog stocking is bursting at the seams.
Chock-a-block.
And she goes, her stocking is full of cookies and toys. She's also getting a new bed. She's getting more things than our grown-up children.
Yeah.
And I replied, I expected nothing less.
There is something to be said about your parents when you're like, you know that your mum and dad love you very much, but when they really love the dog.
Yeah. Craig goes, good morning. I always buy my dog Ruby treats, another Ruby, and a little toy. And I get her involved in Christmas just like a family member. She can always find her own present under the tree.
Oh, really?
Oh.
That's a very smart
Yeah,
dog.
well, she'd sniff the treats. So you go, find your present, Roops. And then she goes, and then she's ripping open presents. That's excellent. And Vanessa in Huonville says, I've bought my little fairy girl Christmas biscuits from the Mart of K, she says, and some
Lovely.
other special treats.
Lovely.
Maybe
Presents?
I just wanted to give him something different than just biscuits. But maybe, what am I going to get? I can't get him jewellery.
You can't get him a remote control
Car.
hovercraft.
I know.
You can't do that.
Maybe it is just biscuit treats.
Maybe it is. I mean, you can try. Maybe some Matchbox cars. I don't know. Get them an iPad.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Maybe they need some tech.
Oh, great. Here's a PlayStation 5.
The Lucy and Kel podcast.
And dare I say it, the end of another very successful podcast as we look forward to the future and tomorrow's 200th episode. I think at the end of this year, obviously, I don't think there'll be a huge amount on. We'll just be celebrating that we got to 200 episodes before the end of the year.
Yeah.
What an achievement. Well done to you two.
An achievement it has been. I haven't bought the balloons,
I
though.
wouldn't. Just say we did.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll AI them in.
Okay. Going to have some AI balloons. It's the way of the future, everybody.
Yeah.
But it is something to be proud of. Thank you for all the support up to this 199th episode. We look forward to catching up with you tomorrow. And it'll be our final official show on the radio and our final official podcast of the year, everybody.
How amazing.
As we have mentioned earlier in the week of podcasts, we will have a special guest joining us tomorrow, Michael Painter.
Yes.
And we have some music to play you on the podcast as well tomorrow, which will be a nice way to round it all out.
Yeah, it'll be really fantastic. It's going to be a great big corker of a final show.
So on that bombshell, have a great whatever time of the year or day or time it is for you right now as you listen to this podcast. And until we meet again, everybody.
Whoop, whoop.
Well, that's all for now. But you can download more podcasts anytime or catch Lucy and Kel live weekday mornings from 6 till 10 on 89.9 The Light.
This is the end bit. This is the end bit.
Woo!
This is the end bit
Yeah.
of the show.
And bit.